There's a thing called the law of income. You will get paid in direct proportion to three things. Number one, the need for what you do.
Yeah.
Number two, your ability to do it. And number three, the difficulty it is. This is the indicator where you understand to go to another opportunity. Because you got to ask yourself, is the opportunity I'm in right now, does it match my skill set?
Yes. At the beginning of your journey, network marketing is here, your skill set was here.
Yes.
You then grew your skill set beyond it.
Beyond the
and
opportunity.
You outgrew the opportunity scalability, and then you moved to a new opportunity.
Yes.
Yep.
So then once I realized that, I was like, what's a new opportunity I could play in where my skill set could be paid higher?
And almost grow infinitely too, right?
Yeah.
Like a higher ceiling.
And this is the whole continuing getting to the new level. And there's a few examples here I'll give as well, not just myself, because I was trying to really articulate, like, how do you find the right vehicle? And this is what I've been able to put into a bit of a science now. And it's because, so my skill set was low at the beginning. I had a level 10 opportunity.
Yep.
I grew it, then my skill set outgrew it.
Yes.
But my income wasn't growing. Why? Because that opportunity was somewhat capped. It is and it's not, right? There's a lot of factors that can grow to multiple seven-figure.
It depends
right?
on a few things, yeah.
Yeah. And I was like, for me at the time, and COVID and all this stuff, I was like, I just feel like if I would have peaked, I probably would have done 2 years ago when I was really crushing it.
Momentum, yeah.
And I just felt the feeling. I was like, I think new opportunities are rising. And I switched to coaching and speaking, running my own events. And the first event we ran, I made, I think, $22,000, right? Or 17, no, there was about 22 grand on the next day after the event because I ran this thing and I still didn't feel, I was like, I can't tell them about my offer from stage. So what I did, I told them about how I'm going to run a extra bonus call tomorrow if you want to join me. And I sold a free call tomorrow and I sold something on there and I made 22 grand. I got off the 90-minute masterclass, $22,000. And I was like, that was my biggest ever month.
Was that?
Like,
Yeah.
like, what the fuck just happened? And then that's when I realized I had all the skills that I developed for the last 7 years in a different opportunity.
Yes.
That could pay me a lot more in a new opportunity.
Yes.
And then I played into this one. And now I think my biggest event, our biggest month was nearly 900K from events, right? Last year. That was the combined of a couple of different businesses, but it's all from the same thing. But the biggest event, I think, of me speaking and selling these ideas I have is about $500,000 in a day.
Bang.
And in a few months, it'll be $1 million.
Millie,
right?
come on. Yeah, good.
But, and the same, when I was doing my research, there's a similar trait that happened to Russell Brunson and Alex Hormozi. So Russell Brunson was a wicked online marketer. He was so good at selling shit online. Then he realized that he was making money, making a few million a year, selling stuff online. He realized what he was really actually good was not selling products. What he was actually really good was building funnels.
Yeah.
He wasn't good at the products. He had a level 10 skill in a level 2 opportunity.
Yeah.
So he switched his skill set and he built ClickFunnels, grew this thing to a $200 million company, right?
Yeah.
Crazy. Alex Hormozi, same thing.
Yeah.
Alex Hormozi was building gyms. He had 6 gyms and he was making about $20,000 a month. And he became really, really good at getting people into his gyms.
Yes.
And he first came to Russell Brunson and he goes, my goal is I want to go to 10 gyms, right? And then they go, dude, you've got a level 10 skill set and a level 2 opportunity. Like, how many more gyms can you get?
Yeah.
What if you start teaching every other gym your skill set? And then that's when he created Gym Launch.
Yeah.
Then I think they did $20 million the next year. Then he did $100 million in about 6 years.
Yep.
And now what he's done, he becomes so good at businesses. He got a level 10 skill set and an old level 2 opportunity. Now he's doing acquisition.com, buying businesses.
Yeah, we went from gym businesses to consulting to grow them to buying whole businesses.
So this is why I talk about the right vehicle. Because like you have to have a vehicle, but you've got to level it up with what is your skill set and what's the level of the opportunity you have and is it comparable? If you got a level 2 skill set and you're in a level 10 opportunity, great. Increase your skill set so you can be 10 and 10. But eventually your skill set will outweigh the opportunity and that's when you level up and you go bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger.
And people don't give themselves enough time in an opportunity to build the skills to outgrow it and they quit too early, right? So they could have a good vehicle, but they just never develop it.
You got to stick at it. I mean, I was even network marketing now for 10 years.
11 years.
I did it for 7 years. That's all I did.
Yeah.
Is my whole, and like 7 years is a pretty long time to get pretty good at something.
Well, I noticed that I was developing the right skills. That's what I wanted. I just knew it. Like I wanted to do all the things that scared me because I knew they would scare others. You know, like speaking from stage and, and just doing things outside your comfort zone, right? And so, but what's interesting about that is it's not just the skills you get, but you do build the network at the same time, which is how we met. which is how we're still even doing this podcast episode. So
And a business.
and our business together. We started a business together, the Mind and Money event, where we're collaborating on that. And so people often think, well, they just think, oh, where's my money? Like, where's the money? Because when they get into something like network marketing, as an example, or any opportunity, where's the money? Coaching, where's the money? Where's the money? It's like the money will follow the skills.
Yeah.
Right. The bills follow the skills.
Well, there's a thing called the law of income. And I was having this conversation the other day. So we just had a baby. And when we're in the hospital, we see everywhere in the hospital where they're like, we're on strike, we're striking. And I'm like, so I started to ask questions, like, what's going on? The nurses were striking.
Yeah.
That's a bad industry to strike in, love.
Yeah.
But they were like not changing bed. They were making a stance, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
And I broke it down to one of the nurses. I said, here's why striking is not going to do anything for you, right? Because there's a thing called the law of income. You will get paid in direct proportion to three things. Number one, the need for what you do.
Yeah.
Number two, your ability to do it. And number three, the difficulty it is in replacing you. So these people who are going on strike because they're a nurse, they want to make more money. Is there a need for what they do? Massive need. Yep. Massive need. So why do they need more money? Well, let's look at the next two. Their ability to do it. Do some nurses get paid more than others? Absolutely, because some become better. Mm-hmm. Some can become midwives. Some are just nurses. Some are a surgeon, nurse, or whatever. But there's still a threshold.
Yes.
And I was having a conversation because my sister's a nurse. I said, this is why striking is not going to do anything. If you really want to make more money, you've got to focus and double down on the third one. Because the third one is becoming difficult to replace. Yes. If you become someone in that hospital where they cannot replace, you'll charge your worth. This is why surgeons get paid a lot more money, because that's a fucking hard person to replace.
Yeah.
But a nurse, unfortunately, you can quit today
and there'll be another one.
We'll get another one.
Yeah.
So it's not really the problem here is not you striking because you want more money. The problem is you're in the wrong opportunity.
Yeah.
Change the vehicle and go and play in something where you can double down on your skill set.
Yes. Become
Become difficult to replace. Right? Like people charge money in the speaking game that we're in.
Yes.
In Australia, $5,000 to $10,000 if you're kind of okay.
Yeah.
Well, I'll charge minimum $15,000, but then I want a different sort of deal put together too. So because I just know my skill set, I'm a hard speaker to replace. Yeah. I'm not just going to come and share my story.
Not just that though, it's not even hard to replace, hard to find, right?
Yeah.
Same sort of thing. Yeah. But it's because you've done certain things that just terrible. Like that's the beauty of speaking.
I can bring more value to the event.
Yes.
Right? And
in multiple ways.
Yes.
MCing ways, structure wise.
So
monetizing.
I restructured a deal that I'm speaking at later, and they wanted me to just speak. And I said, look, I can come and speak, but what's your goal for the event? You want to make money or just put on a good event? And they go, well, I want to make money. I said, why don't we do this? Pay me a reduced rate to speak, but I want a percentage of what you sell, and I'm going to help you make double what you made last year. And that's what we did. So I'm getting paid on performance because I know. And then you know what's going to happen? They'd be like, oh my God, can you do next year? I said, sure. But now my price is $50,000 a day.
But what's interesting about that story is it's a new opportunity. So you start out going, well, I'm speaking, but I also know how to facilitate events and do this and this. And I can now consult to you. So the opportunity of speaking goes to another level.
Yes.
Right? Yep. And then even teaching and coaching speakers on how to run their event. And this is like what Myron Golden does, right?
Space,
it's like I'll charge you $1 million if I can consult to your event because I know it's going to make you an extra $1 million.
Yeah.
So all of a sudden the opportunity just keeps growing.
Yeah, because my skills have
growing consistently. Awesome.
Yep.
Thanks for listening to Money Grows on Trees. If you enjoyed the episode, leave a 5-star review on Apple Podcasts and Spotify, and subscribe to us on YouTube so you never miss an episode. And if you're serious about building wealth, make sure to check out the links in the show notes and follow me on all social media platforms at Lloyd James Ross for more. See you in the next episode.